Leute, Hacker wieder am Start. Now, with the DLC being only like 10, 11 days away, depending on when this video comes out and depending on what time zone you're in, I feel like it is definitely time for me to talk about it because, believe it or not, there's actually not much to talk about. Now, I did already try to make a video about how good the new returning Pokemon will be, but when I looked at the new returning Pokemon, and I thought to myself, well, maybe like 4 of them are viable. So then I was like, okay, let's talk a bit about Regulation A++. But I don't want to give away all of my strategies. If you don't know what Regulation A++ is, make sure to subscribe because there are gonna be videos on this. Or maybe I already uploaded a video. I'm working on a video right now for Regulation A++, gonna be a banger, but I don't want to give away my strategies, you know. So it wouldn't be smart of me to make a video out of it if I can make even better videos. If I don't make one video revealing all of my strategies that I have. So now we have like 2 hours of of recorded videos that are just gonna get deleted. And instead we are going to talk about Pokemon that need to be buffed. Because I will bring you guys only the best of content. Now, many of you probably know that this happened to me. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I have more than enough time to sit here, not move a muscle, ideally, and make Pokemon videos. So yeah, sit back, relax, grab some snacks. And the first Pokemon we are going to talk about is actually going to be Charizard. Because there's no way they don't buff Charizard this generation. However, how would they buff Charizard? Oh, this is from my old video. Now, how would they buff Charizard? Simple. They are going to give Charizard a like special terrestrialized form or whatever. Now, we already know from the trailer. That whatever this guy is called, can actually show you guys the trailer, but like the new turtle Pokemon or whatever. Hello? I actually have no idea what it's called, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like a thing on the fucking thumbnail of this shit. Where is it? Yeah, the turtle guy. But this has something to do with terrestrializing. And now you can see all of the types and then a new special type on top of the turtle. Now I did look into some leaks. I don't know if they are true or not, so I'm not gonna spoil, but there definitely are some new terrestrialized forms. Now how realistic do I think that they give Charizard a new type and a new like way to terrestrialize? I don't think it's realistic at all. However, it is Charizard, so that's what I think you should do with Charizard. What do you think of the idea? Let me know. Because Charizard definitely ain't bad, you know. You got solar power, you got 100 base speed, which is like middle, and 109 special attack. I mean, you still get access to moves like Blast Burn, like Heat Wave. I mean, you still got access to Solar Beam, and it's most likely gonna get access to Scorching Sands again. So, not a bad Pokemon, but with all the like rock types and like faster and stronger special attackers running around, obviously Charizard isn't really good. But anyways, let's go. Next up, we're gonna have lots of Gen 1 Pokemon because most of the Gen 1 Pokemon are super ass. For example, if you look at Victory Bell is another one, and Vileplume too. Oh wait, I should probably make this national dex, shouldn't I? If you look at both of these guys, both of them are poison and grass type. My foot hurts at the moment. Excuse me. It's difficult to sit still when like you're injured and stuff. Hey, whatever. Who cares about me and my well-being, anyways? Haha. Yeah. Anyways, so looking at this guy now, this guy has 50 speed, and this guy has 70 speed, which even for a chlorophyll Pokemon that is not good enough. Now, chlorophyll Pokemon are really good because lots of them get Sleep Powder. And Lilligant especially gets After You, which is really good with Torkoal. However, I don't think these Pokemon actually going to get things like After You. I think this guy, he already gets access to Weather Ball. Maybe I should use this guy. However, I feel like both this guy and this guy need a drastic increase in their speed stat, as well as their attack or special attack stat. I think for this guy, they should take some of the points out of special attack and put them into attack, right? And for this guy, they should do the opposite. Take some out of attack and put them into special attack. So these guys can at least do something, right? Cause like as of right now, like you're gonna go for like a weather ball, maybe even like expert belt boosted on, maybe not expert belt, maybe like life orb boosted weather ball, like in the sun. And like Incineroar is just gonna come out and kill like 5 of these victory belts with Flare Blitz, right? And like with Vileplume is kinda similar, cause like you do actually have some pretty cool moves that you could combine with Terrestrializing, like Moonblast for example, or Dazzling Gleam. Could be really good. But you just knock like 110 special attack ain't bad, don't get me wrong. But it's not like you're gonna run like choice specs and get a photosynthesis boost on top of this, right? It's like, and especially coming off 50 base speed, man. Like this is probably better off without Chlorophyll, man. Now maybe this Pokemon could actually get another ability, right? This is one thing that we saw a lot of Pokemon get. For example, we saw Gallade get Sharpness, we saw Shiftry get the Windrider ability, so maybe Vileplume gets a new ability. What would you guys think would be a new ability? That would be fitting for Vileplume. Now honestly there isn't really much. Like Windrider doesn't do shit because it's 50 base speed, right? Now Sharpness maybe not. Maybe Mega Launcher. Is Giga Drain boosted by no. Like Mega Launcher also doesn't make sense for this Pokemon. You know what what would be cool would be what's it called? Seed Sower, the ability that Arboliva has, so that way I can set up grassy terrain. That could actually be really cool, because believe it or not, grassy terrain and especially with Seed Sower ability will definitely see some usage, even with Arboliva, because as soon as Koraidon and Miraidon will be legal, weather wars and terrain wars as well will be very prevalent. And obviously Rillaboom is a really good answer, but Rillaboom requires loads of positional play, whereas with Arboliva you can just have attack and attack, Seed Sower, change the terrain, and then bam, you're good. And you can even activate the terrain again without switching out Arboliva. So that is definitely an ability that I could see Vileplume getting. Now if this actually happens, sheesh, I think you have to subscribe. But I mean you already have to subscribe either way, so yeah. Win-win for both of us. Next up, Dojo definitely needs a buff. Like Dojo is just, oh my god. I looked into this guy. None of its abilities actually do something in competitive. Like bro, I mean I get this generation 1 and there weren't any abilities, but my guy Game Freak, you had enough time to buff this. Like yes, they give it Sword Dance, and I think they raised the stats as well, which is really cool. But look at these defenses, you know, like oof. You know, if you really make this like a glass cannon Pokemon, what I could see work is definitely something like Technician as an ability. Because then you get power on like powerful dual wing beats and quick attacks as well, which are both stab, which would be fucking awesome. Do Technician Dodrio, I would run this bad boy. And then you can run something like Facade, Knock Off for ghost types. Steering may also get powered up by Technician. Let's see what do. Technician. What does Technician do? I mean, I know what Technician does, but as if steering is barely too strong. Let's see if this guy gets other really weak moves. Supersonic. Double hit. No. Peck. No. Pursuit. Not in the game. Payback would be Technician boosted if you wanna go for this. Feint attack. I don't know. Assurance and Aerial Ace would both be Technician boosted as well. So would be Plug if you want a 100% accuracy move. Thief could be interesting. So I could definitely see Doduo Technician being really cool, especially with that quick attack. You know, Terra Normal quick attack. This actually might be stronger than Dragonite, because you do get the initial step on. Because you could get 134. Yeah. Dodrio is actually going to be a bit stronger with the Choice Band if it has the Technician ability with the quick attacks, because not only does it get stab on the quick attack, But also if you terrestrialize, you get another boost on top of that, right? Unlike with Dragonite. And then you can have the Technician boost quick attack to a... How much base power? I can't do math, sorry guys, but that is definitely something that would be really cool to see. I wanna see Dodrio get Technician. Now Dugong, definitely another Pokemon that I could see getting above. Let me quickly now ability wise, like Dugong's abilities are kind of fine, you know, like Kick Fat is pretty good, Hydration is pretty good. Now I feel like what this Dugong is really missing is like some attacking stats, man. Because this guy just sits on the field and does nothing. Now either you give this guy like really good special attack, so you could make use of like Blizzards for example, or you could give it some really good moves. Now what would be some good moves for Dugong? Does it get Calm Mind? No. Calm Mind would be a really good move on a Pokemon like this because you can just sit there, Calm Mind, maybe even sit behind Snow, and its Ice Body ability to get some big recovery with leftovers, right? Calm Mind Dugong would actually be really cool. Other things, dude, there isn't really much you can do with Dugong, you know, because all his abilities are so bad. Like one thing I would do is maybe you could give this guy a Storm Drain. Like design wise that doesn't really make any sense, but that could be another good use case for Dugong because right now we don't really have good Storm Drain users, right? I mean obviously Gastrodon is pretty good, but with a power creep going on nowadays, not even Gastrodon is used anymore. Cradily isn't in the game. Cradily is so good as a Storm Drain user, and obviously Tatsugiri mostly doesn't use Storm Drain, and Miraculous and Lumineon should probably get other buffs than Storm Drain. But Dugong could maybe even be a really good Storm Drain user. Actually, you know what Dugong needs? Dugong needs an evolution, because then you can run Eviolite. Like it needs an evolution and Calm Mind. And then you can just run Sheer Cold off. No, just kidding. But doesn't it get Horn Drill? Yeah, you get Horn Drill and Sheer Cold with the Ice Body in the hail. Sorry, I didn't want to give away my super competitive strategies, did I? Next up, Executor, another one of these chlorophyll ones. Not gonna talk about this. Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. But honestly, I don't think you can help these because both of them already get outclassed by Hitmontop. And there's nothing you can do to make these guys like Hitmontop level. Even if you give these guys Intimidate because their bulk is not as good as Hitmontop's bulk either way. So honestly not much you could do. What you could do is make these guys like really offensive. Maybe give him Scrappy, right? Because Scrappy, like inner focus could be changed for Scrappy for example or Hitmonchan. Because that would allow Hitmonchan to hit ghost types with its fighting type moves and it would still be immune to Intimidate, which should be really cool. This guy already got Unburdened and he's still ass, so I really don't know what to do with this guy. Like, I'm sorry. You are hopeless. You are hopeless, my friend. Let's see, Towers already got buffed. Meganium. Now, Meganium is definitely a Pokemon I wanna use in Regulation A++ at some point because I feel like this Pokemon is really slept on. But I feel like most people would not agree with me. So there's one quite simple fix, and that is to give this guy huge power. No, just kidding. Obviously, we don't want to just give every Pokemon huge power and like 500 special attack or whatever. Or we could just give this guy Beards of Ruin, and it would literally be a better Chin power. Road Chin. Like with like Leech Seed, you know. Dude, what if this guy got Nature's Madness? He does not get Nature's Madness right now. This is the signature move of all of the Tapu Pokemon. It works exactly the same as Ruination, only the Tapu Pokemon get it. If this guy got Nature's Madness and some of these Birds of Ruin ability, this guy could be insanely good. However, this is obviously not something that Game Freak will do. I think for this video I will stick to things that Game Freak could do. It is rather realistic. Now, one thing that Game Freak could definitely do is Mycelium Might. Because what Game Freak has been doing is it has been giving like Pokemon from older generations abilities that were introduced in this generation. One of them is Mycelium Might. And what Mycelium Might does, for you guys who don't know, it's the only ability that Toadschool has. And now this ability With Pokemon's status moves go last in their priority bracket and ignore abilities. Now, this is obviously really bad, because you have 100 base speed Pokemon with Spore that has negative priority on its Spore. However, you guys saw my videos. I don't think I have to go into deep into this. Toad School top 200 Pokemon Showdown. First of all, you can put it next to Weezing to get rid of the negative priority of Myceliumite. But also you can spore Pokemon like Golden Go, which would be really cool. Now, Meganium does not have access to Sleep Powder, which I think they should change. I think Meganium should get access to Sleep Powder, or even better, Spore. Because it's literally a fucking blossom, man. Like, why does this guy not get Spore? Because it would be broken. But we are trying to make Meganium better here. So let's give Meganium Spore, and maybe even Myceliumite. Now, what this means is you can also use Leech Seed on Pokemon like Golden Go, or on Sepsilver Pokemon like Asu and Gudra, for example, if you have the Myceliumite ability. Now, what are some other status moves that this guy gets? Curse, Magic Code. Now that would be horrible if it had negative priority, but Growl, Nature Power. You know what? Leech Seed and Spore would probably be the only things that you could do and make use of Myceliumite. However, I think that would be a pretty cool change, because Leaf Guard is really useless because you're not gonna use Meganium on Sun. And like the only useful use for like Leaf Guard would be if Leaf Guard would also protect your partners from being status, which could actually be really good. Because then you could give Meganium Sunny Day, for example, and have your team be immune to Spore. Easy. One example that you could do with it, right? You could switch it into Spore, click Sunny Day, have your partner be immune to Spore. But that would I just started speaking Spanish in my head. No. That would sorry. Give me a second. English isn't easy, right? Game Freak would need to change how the Leaf Guard ability works, which is really unlikely, but still a fun thing to think about. Next up, I don't think these Pokemon actually need buffs. Blossom is already really fucking good in, what's it called? Singles. Next up, Skarmory just fucking fell off, man. Me personally, I'm a big Skarmory believer. However, none of its abilities actually work in its favor. So, what if you just give this guy Stamina? Stamina Body Press. Now, oh my god, it's so broken. No, it's not. Shut up, man. Now, I know 140 defense with Body Press and Stamina is pretty broken, yes. But only if your team looks like this. Urshifu, Chin Pao, Tornadus, Ogerpon, Dragonite. If your team does not look like this, Dazzling Gleam will probably do half to Skarmory, even if it resists. So, my guy, maybe use more than one more than one special attacker on your team. If that special attacker is Tornadus, I would definitely recommend more than one more special attacker. But anyways, yeah, I think this would be a really cool ability to give Skarmory. Like, look, Keen Eye, man. Why the fuck does Skarmory have Keen Eye? What is Keen Eye supposed to do? What is another thing that you could give Skarmory? Like, it already got the weak armor ability, so I don't think we're gonna see any like offensive abilities to give Skarmory. Maybe Skarmory could get an ability that boosts the special defense. I don't know if that exists actually. Let me know in the comments. Is there an ability outside of Ting Lu's ability, obviously, but Skarmory is not gonna get Ting Lu's fucking ability. That would be fucking busted, like all hell, what the fuck. But yeah, oh yeah, there is Ice Scales. Like the one that Frostmoth has. Now that would be really cool. Now obviously Skarmory isn't gonna get Ice Scales, but would be fun to think about, you know? 'Cause, like, Skarmory definitely slept on. Definitely pretty ass as well. Now Smeargle, I think Smeargle definitely needs a buff, because look at its base stats. I think Moody is way too underpowered. I think we need to make Moody and change it so actually it gets an evasion boost guaranteed every turn. And I also think it should definitely get a big increase in its base speed, because having Spore of a 75 base speed Pokemon is definitely way too slow. And I think if you look at the bulk of its Pokemon, I think this should be doubled minimum, because it is way too easy to knock out Smeargle, especially the HP stat is really low, because if Smeargle uses Transform, it just turns into a weaker Pokemon of whatever it transforms into, and I think Xerneas with 55 HP with all of the boosts is just way too easy to knock out, right? So I think we need to buff Smeargle, definitely. And also I think the evasion boost should also like ignore like full accuracy moves, right? If you have like use Sacred Sword and Smeargle for example, I think that shit should always miss as well. Really important. Next up, Sceptile. Sceptile is another one of these Pokemon that's just so ass. Like, it does have the Unburden ability, which in theory should make it good, but it just doesn't have the attack or special attack to like make use of the Unburden, right? One cool buff I could see would be Nasty Plot, because that would allow it to actually be able to set up on the special side and make use of its higher special attack stat. However, we definitely need to buff its special attack stat. Like, I think Generation 3 got this problem where back in Generation 3 you did not have this physical special split, right? So loads of Pokemon were really bad because they had a high special attack stat but couldn't make use of it because their type was physical, right? So lots of Pokemon got like high attack and special attack stat, but nowadays with physical special split, these Pokemon are just ass, which is why I think lots of these Pokemon need their things changed, right? Another example of this is actually Blaziken, which got 120 attack and 110 special attack, which I personally think Blaziken is a great mixed attacker, and with the speed boost ability I don't think it will receive any buffs or doesn't need any buffs either. I just hope they give it access to coaching. Coaching again. Dude, got a like frog in my throat or whatever you say in English. Pretty bad, but dude, Swampert? I could definitely see Swampert being buffed, because if you look at its abilities, Damp is just completely useless in most competitive settings. I wonder if you could explode with your partner next to a Swampert. That would be really interesting, but either way, I don't know, man. Swampert definitely needs a buff. Now, Sceptile got Unburden, and Blaziken got Speed Boost, so we could definitely give Swampert like a really, really good ability. Now, its Mega form did have Swift Swim. Now, I think Swampert would make for a great Swift Swim user, because it's already a really great partner for Pelipper. And with its high attack stat and also high special attack stat, it could definitely make use of moves like Earth Power, or maybe even moves like Surf, if you really want to. Sorry, Earthquake. Did I say Earth Power? Earthquake, like, just said Facade, it was like Aqua Tail. I don't know if it gets access to Liquidation nowadays, but yeah, Ice Beam, another really good one, or Ice Punch. So, what would be a broken ability that you could give to Swampert? Now, if you think about broken abilities, there aren't really that many, you know? Like, you have Huge Power, or maybe something that could make this guy immune to Intimidate. Like, Inner Focus. I could see Inner Focus being really good. Now, this is far from broken, but I think that is only fair, because Swampert is definitely better than Sceptile, definitely better than Blaziken. It doesn't really need a broken ability like Blaziken or Sceptile to stand out. So I feel like Inner Focus would be really good, because you finally get a Pokemon that can counter Rock Slide then. And you're also immune to flinches and Intimidate, which is just so valuable on a Pokemon like Swampert. So I could see Inner Focus being really cool. Now Flygon needs a Mega Evolution. No, there's nothing to discuss right here. And obviously we will not get rid of his shitty as Levitate ability. Now I do think Flygon isn't bad. Just like give it like either like 30 more attack or like 50 more special attack and like 50 more speed, and then Flygon could definitely maybe see a usage, maybe. Now Torterra already got a buff in Shell Smash, which is really cool. Empoleon also got buffed because its Define ability got changed to competitive, which makes way more sense on a special attacker like Empoleon. Now Rampardos, I don't think Rampardos gets buffed. However, I don't think he gets access to Hedge Smash. Oh no, he does, dude. I think I said the same thing in my last recording as well. Now, what I really wanna see on this guy is actually a Accelerock. Because Accelerock on a 165 like base attack Pokemon coming off like a Choice Bandit, this guy would actually be really good. Now this guy, like, that will not make Rampardos broken, don't get me wrong, but you could definitely see this guy on like Salted Sweater teams. This is something I would really love to see if Rampardos would Accelerock, because that would finally allow it to get out of the Rampardos syndrome, which is basically you have high attack, but you don't have high defenses or high speed, so you cannot make use of your attack because you get knocked out before you can hit attack, right? But Accelerock would turn this on its head, so then you could use something like Rock Slide, Head Smash, Accelerock with Choice Band, and then maybe like, I don't know, like Iron Head or something, or like Earthquake as your last move, you know? And just go for these fucking Choice Banded Accelerocks, man. If Rampardos gets Accelerock, man, definitely gonna be a video on that, obviously, but come on, man, that would just be so awesome. Now, Rampardos, sorry, Bastiodon, suffers from, believe it or not, the Bastiodon syndrome, which it got really good defenses, but it doesn't have the attack to make use of it, and it's just way too passive, right? So what can we do to make Bastiodon less passive? Now, luckily there is a move that actually goes off your defense stat in Body Press. Give my boy Bastiodon Body Press. Now, will this make Bastiodon a top level threat? No. Will it be cool? Yes. Now, what are these abilities, man? Sturdy on a Pokemon this fucking strong, man? Fuck off, man. Sturdy, and Soundproof, another like ability, but like, I mean, me personally, I'm a big Soundproof believer, but only because I spam Toxicity on like every team where all of these broken bitches are gone, and I just spam Terra Normal Boom Burst. And you guys probably remember my rank 1 Toxicity team, so I'm just a big fan. Like Punk Rock as well, like it doesn't get much cooler than that. I love Punk Rock, man. Anyways, Bastiodon Body Press, yes please. Now that is not enough to make it a good Pokemon, right? Now there has to be an ability that could make Bastiodon be really good. Now obviously that would be Birds of Rule. No, please, no. Please. Please. It already gets access to Iron Defense, which is really cool. Maybe something like Stone X. Now obviously that's pretty fucking stupid. Like Bastiodon is not gonna get access to Stone X. But who knows? You know, maybe something like this. Or maybe like Ceaseless Edge or something, so that they can set up hazards. Because like, now Cleaver isn't good in VGC, like, or singles, right? And like, the only Pokemon that really is good is Gilmora. So what if Bastiodon got an ability that lets you set up Stealth Rock when you hit Bastiodon, right? Similar to Toxic Debris, only for Stealth Rocks. Now that would be fucking awesome. That would be so fucking cool, I think. Magmortar. Now Magmortar is just one of these fire types that just got nothing going for it. Its abilities are meh, its speed stat is meh, special attack stat is pretty good, its bulk is meh, but its move pool as well is just like, just fire. Like, nowadays you cannot just be a fire type anymore, you know, cause like, first of all Chi-Yu exists, so like, sorry to all other fire types, but like Incineroar is another thing that just like makes fire types be really bad. You cannot be just like a fire type anymore, you know. Now, do I think Magmortar would be good with a dual typing? No, because what type would it be? Like, need something to hit a Pokemon like Incineroar, to hit Pokemon like Chi-Yu. So obviously it could be like a fighting type, but I think it would just make it worse, and its ability to resist Fairy would also be gone. Maybe it could be a Fire Steel type. Don't think of a Fire Steel type, right? Just wanna make sure. Oh, we have Heatran. Luckily I made sure that we do actually have Heatran. Now this guy with Fire Steel type, I don't know. What I could see this guy, however, maybe if he got an ability that would make him immune to certain moves, like Earth Eater. Now I don't think this guy will get Earth Eater, right? But maybe. Man, what could you make this guy immune to? Like Storm Drain. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like honestly, I really don't know. Let me know in the comments. How would you fix Magmortar, man? I think this guy's just so like mediocre. You know what I mean? Like he's been around literally since like forever. Like he got nothing going for him, man. Does he get belly drum? He does get belly drum. Oh my god, I was like, give him belly drums so he has something at least. But he does. He already has belly drum. All right. Honestly, same with Ember, man. Now Ember, a firefighting type, right? So like, we know that firefighting alone isn't good. Now Reckless is a really good ability for this. It already gets Hack Smash. It already gets Flare Blitz. Already gets Wild Charge. Really fucking cool, man. Really fucking cool. However, another Pokemon that just doesn't do anything. Now, there are two routes to go with Embo. Either you take out its speed, right, and make it like a Trick Room Sweeper with way less speed, maybe more attack, or you take out of HP and bulk and put it into speed, right? But we already know that putting it into speed is probably not gonna do anything because let's make more. It's Embo, sorry. So making this guy really slow could definitely be really good. You could definitely run this guy to beat things like Amoonguss under Trick Room if you give it like with safety goggles, for example. You know what? I actually just thought of something that could buff my mortar. Simple. Follow me. Now this move is legal right here because you got it in either Pokemon XD or Colosseum, I think, and you have it as a transfer move. However, it will not be legal in Scarlet and Violet. So yeah. However, if this guy got Follow Me, definitely be more useful. Like Flame Body Follow Me. I mean, Volcarona has been good in like every format where Power Creep wasn't very apparent, so could definitely be really good. Now Zap Striker. I have been challenged to use Zap Striker, and let me tell you, there's not much going for it. All you need to do is this, and half of the moves here seen are hidden power. So let's just go with some moves that it gets. It gets Thunderbolt, and it gets Wild Charge. It gets Double Kick, which is pretty cool. You can actually run Life Orb, and with Life Orb, Double Kick, and Max Attack, you will knock out Focus Sash Sneasel. Sneasel. Hopefully Sneasel too, but what's his name? Smeargle. Now, if you do have a Life Orb, you will be able to get faked out. Faked out. Now, one thing that is really apparent is if you look at its abilities, and you have Lightning Rod, Motor Drive, and Sap Zipper, which are all great abilities. Great abilities. However, 100 attack, 80 special attack. Bro. Bro, you're like gonna absorb like eventually like his Thunderbolt, and then you're gonna go for like Terra Blast Ground and not even kill. Like, you know what I mean? Ooh. This shit is so fucking ass. Now this is a Pokemon that needs huge power. Now obviously don't give this guy fucking huge power, that would be absolutely fucking broken. Especially because this guy actually gets priority moves in the form of Quick Attack and Feint. However, like not huge power itself, right? You should not give 100, like 200 attack. No. But maybe you lower the attack, right? Put a bit into bulk and then give it huge power, right? So that way I could actually make use of like the few moves that it has. Or you give this guy like a completely broken ability, right? Now, what would that be? Honestly, I don't know. This Pokemon needs moves and it needs attacking stats to abuse the moves, right? So what you could definitely run is something like what you could give it is like it actually gets Overheat as well, but like doesn't get Flamethrower, doesn't get Fire Blast. Like maybe Mystical Fire could be good on this guy. Like give it Mystical Fire, give it like Grass Knot. Give it Rising Voltage. You know, give it fucking Ice Beam, man, might as well. You know, or like Ice Spinner. You know, and buff its fucking attacking stats, man. If this guy gets a new ability and like it's definitely gonna get new moves, don't get me wrong, but like if this guy gets like a new ability and no stat changes, I'll be so sad, man. Cause like this guy's just so fucking ass. Like why? It's a zebra, man. Why, man? Now Chinchino, actually I don't know if Chinchino needs a buff because it already got access to reloaded dice, which is basically a skilling. So you can run chilling and technician basically if you do give this guy reloaded dice. Which Chinchino is still gonna be pretty fucking weak with his 95 attack stat, but hey, that's good enough for me, honestly. You don't want every Pokemon to be broken, you know? Or Golok is another Pokemon that is ass as fuck. But definitely needs some more buffs as well. Because, like, you got a high attack stat, but you got to Rampardo's theorem, right? Low speed, not much defense to hold it up, right? What I would do with Golok is I would lower the speed to, like, very low levels, like Torkoal level kind of speed, right? And then put the speed EVs EVs the speed stats that you get into bulk. Now another thing that you could do is get rid of like its no guard ability, get rid of like Iron Fist ability, or get rid of its Klutz ability, whatever, and give it like some good fucking ability. Like I don't know what good fucking ability it could get, because like I've used Golak in the past. It's so shit, man. Like I ran like Icy Wind, like Ally Switch, and like Helping Hand. Now that was really fucking good. Like, no, it wasn't obviously, but like it worked quite well. And then like Shadow Punch or something. But like this guy probably will get access to Poltergeist, right? Actually, it already did. I mean, Poltergeist no guard is really good. Now, man, I don't know, man. Golak is just like one of these Pokemon is just so ass. Like, like I don't even know what to do. Does it have That's a Shadow Sneak, alright? It doesn't have Shadow Sneak? Oh, give Golak Shadow Sneak. What the fuck? Give it Headlong Rush too while you're at it. Headlong Rush, Shadow Sneak. Maybe small things like this could make a difference in Golak, but yeah, it needs a major rework. Dude, I really hope they buff Delphox, because the Magician ability is just super fucking ass. I think what they should do is they should buff the Magician ability. So if a Pokemon has no item, it steals the item of a Pokemon that it hits with an attack. Now we do have Magician, and we also have... What's it called again? No, dude, I forgot the name. I just had it in my head, like... No, not Symbiosis. What is that other guy called again? Persimmon. Persimmon got that ability. Receiver. Now we got Magician and we also got Receiver. Now Receiver allows you to steal an item from your partner. No, it's Hobby's the ability. Oh, I mixed this up. Anyways, so Magician allows you to steal an item when you attack a Pokemon, so you can steal that Pokemon's item. Now the issue is that Delphox will most likely... my Wi-Fi just went out. I don't know when it went out actually, but the issue is Delphox will more often than not actually hold an item. So what I would recommend Magician to do is you keep Delphox's item, and you also with Magician are able to steal another item on top of it. Right? Now that sounds super convoluted, but bro, we got all of these fucking Digimon attacks, like fucking Diaclaw, man. Like we got like Stone X, that's attacking moves that steps up Stealth Rocks, man. Like bro, we can definitely make Magician work. Now that's how I think Magician should work. Another idea for Magician could be if it attacks a Pokemon, right? And it already got an item, like it's the same effect as using knockoff, right? So that way the opponent does not have his item anymore if Delphox attacks it, right? So Delphox makes it like magically disappear and puts it in his ass or something, you know? That would be really cool. Next up, Greninja. Pretty simple fix. Uh, all you need to see is right here. Pretty simple fix. Let's see. Now we get to Gen 7. Incineroar definitely needs a major buff. This Pokemon is not good enough. We only saw it on 80% of teams after Worlds, and it only won every World Championship it has ever intended in. So I think you should not only give it Intimidate, but you should also give it Beards of Ruin. And I think you should give it Rockhead as well, while you're at it. But only make it so Rockhead, Intimidate, and Beards of Ruin are active all at the same time. Now I think Incineroar should be able to hold at least 3 items at once and have 5 move slots, because that would make the format so much more balanced and so much more healthy. And also I think Incineroar should be able to switch in and out of the field whenever it wants to. And yeah. Toucanon, another Pokemon that desperately needs a buff. Dude, so many Pokemon. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll actually predict one of the Pokemon correctly. How the fuck do you spell Toucanon? Alright, now this Pokemon ability is like not bad. Like Sheer Force, really good ability. But this guy doesn't have a single move to take advantage of Sheer Force. Like, why? Also, 60 base speed. It's just so ass. It's like lots of these Pokemon from the Alola region got like high speed. Low speed and low HP stats, which basically just is the Rampardos theorem, right? But you could actually see a guy like this being like a really good breaker. Give this guy like Boomburst or something. Give this guy like just some good fucking moves so that it can take advantage of a Sheer Force ability. Another way to buff this guy would obviously be the Wind Rider ability. Now what the Wind Rider ability does is that you are immune to wind moves and you get a +1 attack boost when the Tailwind is active. Another ability that I think is more likely is Wind Power. It's called Wind Power, right? Yeah. If Tailwind is active, oh no, that's only for electric types. Fuck. No, I was thinking Wind Power would get more widely distributed with a DLC. Maybe I'm right about this, but definitely Toucanon will not be one of the Pokemon to get this. Damn. You know, maybe this guy should get Defiant, you know? Maybe it already got Skilling, but it only got like Bullet Seed, and then that's it, right? Oh wait, maybe it does get access to Boomburst. Let me check. It does get access to Boomburst. Yeah, but it only gets access to Bullet Seed, man. Give this guy like Tail Slip or something, you know? So it can actually make use of its fucking moves, you know? Alright, already up to Gen 8, and that's it. Dualidan gets an evolution. Yeah. Guys, definitely let me know what you think. I think the buff that I'm most excited for, well, if it actually comes, which is very unlikely, would be Accelerock Rampardos. What do you guys think? Are my predictions like super crazy? Could you see some of these things happening? What would be some bad shit crazy ideas that you guys have? Let me know in the comments. Haut rein. Ciao.